Yo, what it do? It is your boy Dalen here of the BK Crew, and today I'm by myself. Usually I'm with Mock, I'm with Nige, but since it's very hard to kind of get three adults with three conflicting schedules in the same room, I'm gonna give you guys a one-on-one today.
ISO.
As you can see from the video title today, we're gonna be talking about the hate for new gen anime fans. Mind you, hey, I don't hate y'all. I love y'all, actually. I am one of those people that when it comes to arts, I like everyone to get in on the art. I never really understood gatekeeping. There's like very few things that I gatekeep, but as far as like the anime culture, I don't think it should be gatekept. And before I go any further, I do want to point out like everything I'm gonna say today is opinion. It's not a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like I know some people are like they're probably gonna be on the keyboard and they're like, "Yo, that's not right." That look, opinion. Okay, this is from what I see, and it does actually. I see it a lot, I'm gonna be honest with you. To finally get into it, I think we should start somewhere that I feel like everyone kind of knows the turning point, and it was during COVID. If you were a functioning being around this time and you went through all your Marvel shows, all your shows like Grey's Anatomy, you ran out of things to watch, you probably started watching anime. Let's be honest, during that time period of 2014 to like 2020, new gen anime fans were eating. Like they didn't even know it yet. Like when COVID hit, they were set because you already had shows like Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Clover, ReZero, Haiku, like the list can go on forever. Like it was just so many great anime shows coming out during that period. When it came to COVID, dude, they were gonna eat no matter what. Let's be honest too. Before COVID, there was a lot of like new trends kind of coming out because you had people like RDC. Shout out to them. When they came around, it really showed you that there are every type of person watching anime. Like it would be people you didn't expect. Like it'd be your grandma, be your mom, it'd be your cousin in the other country that you just never knew existed until like 2 weeks ago. It's just certain things that happened before COVID that was already building up this secret fan base of new gen anime fans. And as new gen fans would like kind of start coming out of the water a little bit more, being a little bit more public about what they like and how they came about it, you did see a big kind of like wave of like old gen people really coming out of nowhere saying like, you guys aren't real anime fans. You guys didn't watch One Piece. You guys didn't read Case Closed and all that kind of stuff. Like it's just one of those things that you kind of understand because you're in the middle. Like for me, like I said, I'm 23 years old, bro. I grew up in the middle. Like I have family members who like were watching stuff like Sailor Moon. They were watching One Piece like when it aired, like it was stuff like that. Like, and me falling in the middle of old gen and new gen, I kind of see both sides. With that being said, I think a lot of the toxicity that comes within the anime community really has to do with just old gen feeling like the new gen fans didn't really have to go through what they went through to watch these shows. Old gen fans, let's be honest, they kind of had it hard. Like I used to see certain kids kind of run down the hallway, do the Naruto run. They're wearing like anime accessories, and to me, like it's like I'm like, yo, that's fire. Like where'd you get the headband? You know what I'm saying? But to a lot of people now, they're like, oh, it's more accepted. Back then, a lot of these older gen fans, they just kind of were like getting bullied for it. And when you look at the other side of the coin, you kind of look at the new gen fans, they don't really have the problems that a lot of old gen fans have. And I feel like that's the biggest thing that kind of just makes people kind of like toxic towards each other. Well, honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I think it's more of a one-sided beef, if you were to ask me, because every time I've come across a new gen fan, their reasoning for not watching an old show is very, like, simple. They're just gonna say, like, I don't like the animation, it looks old. Hey, me personally, crazy. But I can understand it because a lot of people, they're not really here to enjoy the story like you are. I think that's a big reason why shows like Jujutsu Kaisen is so popular. Even though it has a great story, I think a lot of people are really here for the fates. They're not really trying to see like this whole lore. Like it's cool to know like, oh man, he's the son of a legendary whatever, and then he's just kind of inherits this power. Some people are really just sitting there like, yo, when's the next fade? I want to see Gojo fade somebody. That's their whole reason. And what I said, I know is going to sound insane to a lot of anime fans because for me, when I watch a show, I have to be into the story. Like I've watched shows where like minimal fighting has happened and it's like been fire to me. Like it's just one of those things that old gen fans and new gen fans have a difference in, to be honest with. Like a lot of the old gen fans, dude, they're here for the journey. They're not really like, they're happy to see these fights and their favorite character persevere in like situations. But a lot of new gen fans, they're like, yo, I want to see the next power up. I want to see something that's gonna keep me coming back to watching the show, which I think a lot of people kind of miss. Let's be honest, like there's a lot of shows that I feel like do this now. It's just kind of like Dragon Ball Super to me, bro. It really just feels like fan service because every arc someone gets some kind of like boost or transformation that's just selling, To kind of sum up this whole video of this Yap session I just had, I feel like it's just one of those things. Old gen fans are just kind of like, they're not mad, but they're just like, hey, we went through a lot for it to be so widely accepted today that I feel like you should just give us a little respect and go watch the olden shows. And on the other hand, you just got new gen fans. They're like, look, bro, the time is now. Like, I'm not going back to watch those old animations, and it's cool. I feel like we just have to find a mutual ground. Hey, I get it. The new fans, they like their My Hero Academia. They like their Jujutsu Kaisen. They don't want to go watch Yu Yu Hakusho. It's fine, bro. Everyone has their own pace, and I feel like the more and more you become an anime fan, the more you start finding yourself in different genres, different, just everything. Like, you're going to end up watching something else because, let's be honest, most new gen anime fans are shonen fans, to be honest. Like, I don't see a shonen fan being like, let me go read Berserk. Berserk's my all-time favorite. You never know. It could happen. I feel like it's just one of those things that come with time. And for all the old gen fans, I feel like you guys don't get your praises enough because you guys did craft an era of greatness. Once again, I gotta shout out people like RDC because I feel like RDC brought together the most diverse group of people to watch anime. Because let's be honest, like as someone who went to like a majority black school and all that, like you didn't know a lot of dudes watch anime until you got out of school and it was like, hold on, bro, you watch Yu Yu Hakusho? That's your favorite show? Like what? Like what happened? Yeah, that's just how it really happens. At the end of the day, art is very subjective. You don't have to break anybody down to like tell them that, hey, you're stupid. What you say is wrong. You don't like my show, so you're wrong. We're in a new era. I feel like everybody should just be appreciated all around. If you're a new gen fan, go watch those old shows. You're missing out on actual pieces. If you're an old gen fan, relax. Relax, bro. No one has to go back and watch, those old shows if they don't want to. Like, we're in a new era. It's very hard to get younger kids to really do a lot of things. So if you can even just give them the information of an old show that's been out, just do it. You don't have to make them go watch OG Dragon Ball. Some people might just not want to watch it. And everybody who stayed for the end of the video, I really do appreciate it. We are trying to like get this channel really going. It's been very hard to kind of just get a bunch of adults in the room. Like we all have different work schedules and it's just messy. So I think going forward, if we can't get on camera all together, like we're just gonna start posting single vids out, just whatever. And with this video today, I think I'm just gonna call it Yap Sessions. Like, I'm just gonna get my opinions out, what I think. You guys can comment. Let's keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? And we just gonna go off of that. And with that being said, please like, comment, subscribe, BKO.